Alrighty, morning, folks. Wednesday,
Respect my authority.
28. All right. I've not gotten too much done as far as early morning sweeps before BLS got in. I got a couple calls from support, but that was good because nobody else got called out, which would have been me anyways, being on call. Um, more QA. I was supposed to have had a call with a customer on Monday. They ditched me, so I'm gonna try to get a call today. And I've got to figure out what the hell's going on with Sportsman Market. I got to follow up with Eddie on that because he and Dave Carnahan did something off channel, and that's all they noted. Blue Fade, um, customer doesn't know how to do basic maintenance on the site, wants to just kind of be the opposite of helpful, so I'm going to try to see what I can do to actually progress the ticket at this point.
I'm so glad I dropped that ticket.
Everybody has just basically handed this ticket off, and I think I'm the only one who's just held it at this point. Um,
Oh, Don, I looked at that ticket yesterday.
yeah,
Um,
well, in the middle of the night, there was an update from Paul that, oh, yeah, there's a database table to corrupt, but no update to the customer, nothing done, none of that. So, since none of that was communicated to the customer, and we're still at the frickin' triage step because I can't get anything resembling a response, I'm trying to get more information as far as, because he's got two problems. He's got one problem that he's got a plugin that's not remembering its credentials, and he's got another problem where he's trying to make changes to CSS files and they're not sticking.
yeah. Should we try to get him a phone call today?
If you want to, yeah, we can try to do that. I mean, it's just,
I think that might be easier than this back and forth over.
yeah, the problem we're reaching is at least in regards to the latter half, we have already not been able to reproduce it. The dev's seeing no issues. So, if the customer's got a problem, he's saying he's got a problem. I want a written set of steps.
Yeah.
Because he might be doing something wrong and not realizing it. Because if he doesn't realize how to edit his local.xml, there's a decent likelihood that he doesn't know what he's doing. So yeah, well, I guess we'll give him a call out today. That's it for me. It's just mostly cleanup.
Yay. So I picked up this ticket from ABC Stores because apparently they're having a crappy time. Oh, and they're on their own server. Nice. Ooh, so I'm going to take a look at that. Nature Hills looks like they want some of our pre-holiday Magento checkup services, which means I have to actually come up with what the hell that means. Angel Christians, their tickets installed because they're pretty much got all their own stuff covered. Thank you, Jesse, for hitting a bunch of my tickets yesterday. Sergeant Grit, where I think Mitchell's mostly working with them on getting their stuff up and running. Zarpo, they are installed, waiting for them to sign the paperwork. I actually think I got an email this morning from Alexis. Yeah, it looks like everything's all signed, and we should be getting the new server soon. Should probably update that on that ticket.
He hasn't messaged me like 5 times yet.
Yeah. And I'm going to close out this one for bye week, since it's been 2 days since my last update, and it's been like 4 days since their last update. So I think that means that can be closed. I may be wrong. Usually am. But, yeah. There we go.
Got one issue for Kabbalah. Looking at their server real quick. Other than that, I've been closing out some other stuff this morning. Have a patch that what's her shock doctor once applied, but they seem to Phil to understand that I keep telling him, you have to download the patch for me so I can apply it for you. I cannot obtain it. I don't know why they have a problem with that. Outside of that, just a couple of other tickets I need to do on and probably get on a QA or two today. That's all I got. Oh, Sergeant Grit. Yeah, they're up and running on their new environment. Not in production fully yet, but they can at least do additional testing and everything. That's all I got.
Morning, yeah. Besides modifying more of SharpTech or just reviewing SharpTech's query cache stuff for MySQL or PHP or MySQL, I need to start kicking some tickets since they haven't said anything. Specifically, what is this? Billyland, Klog, and Diet Direct. But yeah, other than that, I picked up a new postmortem ticket. I was in the queue. Looks like there's a few more, so I'll probably pick some more up once I'm done with this one. But yeah, and then same old.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, I guess that means it's me. Yeah, P5s and stuff. I brought my broom to sweep, and I've still got a bunch of tickets that I took that I haven't done yet. But I was looking, and I see the last response queue is 2 days or less, and the waiting queue still has a few at 3 and 4 days. So I'm going to go through and trim mine, but just a reminder, guys, to take a look at that so I don't close your tickets and stuff. Other than that, what can I say? It's another day. Kick some ass.
Good morning. Awesome. Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate your reminders. Sometimes I can forget about a ticket if it falls off the end of that 72-hour, but I appreciate your sweeps and stuff. I got a few things. Let's see. Art of Tea yesterday, kind of finishing up with trying out Memcache for them. Their site isn't necessarily slow, but they were wanting to add some caching because they have a lot of extra system resources. So they're considering possibly going for Redis, but we'll see if they come back after trying out Memcache for a while for the Magento level 1 backend cache. PHP FPM configs project is going fine. I've gone back and forth maybe a couple times. Tivoli Audio have kind of a slow site, and they're it's mostly their web server that's having problems processing their code, so they probably have some errors, some developer errors. So I'll just get in there and see if I can. I think that's the next step, is to see check the error logs. Other than that, I'll pick up anything new that comes in, and that's it for me. Thanks. And good morning, Eddie.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, sorry.
Yay!
What's up, guys? I don't know if you guys saw that email or that ticket that I posted in support, but that's what I was dealing with right now.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. It was a Windows thing. It looks like it was resolved, but it was kept at a Prio 5.
To the keen eye, it was not resolved because all we did was start up the service, and if you look at Terrence's response, he started up the service and he opened up SMTP to the world, and I'm like, okay, we don't need to do that. And on top of that, why would SMTP be down and us not know about it? Nobody ever set up monitoring for it. So we shot ourselves in the foot there. So we deserved that email. But anyways, just plugging it up. Anyways, sorry I'm late, guys. Anyways, JD's the last one, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have a meeting tomorrow, guys. Set it for 3 o'clock, so Dunn's gonna come in later. and there's a lot of things to talk about for tomorrow. Um, Mitchell, are you out Friday? What do you got there? I tried to schedule a meeting with you.
I'm not out Friday.
Your response said that it was tentative for a security patch meeting that I wanted to schedule.
I think I may have misclicked it then.
Okay. And also too, when I thought, well, that makes sense because when I looked at your calendar, it showed that it was all gray or something on Friday. So I was like, okay, well, maybe he is out or has something. But you're saying no, then okay. All right.
Yeah, I just misclicked.
Okay, no problem. Um, okay, that's it. Yeah, just get ready for the meeting tomorrow. I'll reach out to anyone else that I need you today. Unless anyone has anything to say to me. They want to cuss me out or something.
You missed this lady get hit by a car in front of my house. It's right now.
Okay. Is she okay, Randall?
I don't know, man. The paramedics just took off right now, dude. I'm assuming, but
Was it bad? Like, did she flip?
she was on the hood, dude, and then she like fucking.
Did she lose her shoes?
I couldn't really tell. I mean, I just saw her get hit, and then like everyone swarmed her, so I just said, "Forget about it, man. I gotta get to work." So,
Dude, hey, no, hold on. That reminds me of a story. When I was probably in 6th grade, I went to the high school, and I was in the high school parking lot, and it was like a weekday afternoon. They had little league games like across the street from the high school, and the coach of one of the high school teams got into it with an uncle or a parent, and they started pushing each other, and the pushing match went from the field to the middle of the street. And finally, the parent, said, you know what, screw this. He's like, fuck you. He gets in his car, and no shit, this guy drove like a Pinto. It was either a Pinto or the Wayne's World car, which isn't a Pinto. What was that? A Pacer. It was one of those two.
That was a Geo.
No,
No,
Pinto.
no, it was a Pacer. It was a Pacer from
Was it?
Wayne's World 1.
Because it had the wraparound back window.
That's exactly right. You're right. That's the only way you could tell them apart. The wraparound back window was the Pacer. The Pinto was the smaller black window, but they both kind of look like little bugs, kind of. So this guy gets in his car. He goes all the way down, like maybe 3 blocks, turns his car around, revs the engine, and fucking floors it. And he's coming, and me, I'm a kid. I'm like, oh shit, is this gonna happen? So I don't say anything. And then when he gets to about 20 yards, finally some lady in the background yells, "Look out!" The guy hits this coach going full steam, and I'll never forget this. I never heard what a bone sounds like when it breaks. Bam! Broke his leg, and when he hit him, the guy tried to jump. So when he tried to jump, he got his legs cut, so he flipped like this. He went woom, woom, and then when he fell, his body was going this way, and his legs was going this way. And he was on the ground. I remember the one thing that he said, "Oh fuck." I was like, "Oh man." So when you talk about people getting ran over, Randall, it reminds me of that.
Jesus, man, that's
Honestly, the nastiest thing that you can ever see or hear or think about is watching somebody actually get ran over and watching their head bounce underneath the car.
You saw that?
I've seen it.
Where at?
It's
in Japan or in Missouri?
No, I forget where I was, but somebody was sitting there and they got ran over by a car. Well, it was a truck. But yeah, that's like the most disturbing thing that you can ever see.
Oh God! Did they die?
I don't know. They got took out by an ambulance. They didn't look that good.
That sucks. Man. Well, I hope that lady is doing well, Randall. Otherwise, you'll have a vigil in front of your house by tomorrow morning.
nah. She looked fine, dude. The guy was making a left turn, so the guy wasn't going that fast, you know. He's at least going like 20, 30, but he accelerated like right when he was making that turn. So I don't know how the guy didn't see her crossing the street, but
He was probably texting.
either there, yeah, man. It's just scatterbrain going to work and shit, but.
Well,
Taking its space.
just like you, dude. You rear-ended a car because you were checking out a chick.
Well, at least it was a car, not a person, though.
Well, you got somebody's ass.
Oh shit!
But
All
other
right.
than that, yeah, I think David had something important to say besides that, too. But
I was gonna follow up with you later, Eddie. The ticket we were talking about yesterday, the zombie
Dude,
about the.
oh my god, I went on a fucking dude. Yeah, we need to talk about that. I probably invested about 2 hours on that yesterday. So yeah, let's talk about that after Scrum.
Yeah, I was following up,
Uh-oh.
checking everything today, and all I saw was that there was a note that it was handled via a PM, but not any detail.
Yep. I'll ping you immediately after this meeting. Immediately.
Sounds good.
All right, dudes. All right, guys.
Have fun.
Later.
Later.
Bye.